milk.
Warriors is missing, and so is Alan Burke.
Where's the oat milk porter? Where's the, thank you. There you go. It might take a second. I'll get it. All of this was made in my office or kitchen or patios.
Yeah. Actually, this may be. No, still all foamy.
Pretty brown round. Pretty brown. Drink that one. There we go. This is not going to work all night. Oh, is it? Good. That's you, right? Okay, it's more now. Well, try it.
It'll sell down.
Very cold. Yeah. Pretty much an experiment. And believe it or not, it was much more coffee forward about 3 weeks ago.
Really?
It came off a little bit. I actually can color it now.
I can get pretty strong. Yeah, I really do actually.
Good. Glad you like it.
Your glass is empty, sir.
You think about so long. That's not bad.
I like your attitude. What would you like to try?
It can't work. You got to try this.
There's Simcoe de Mayo, and then there's Cinco de Mayo with agave syrup, and then there's a little cast. The agave, that's just a little cast right here. He'll get you.
I left Brinks over there. I left all my food over there. Get it out there, man. A little bit of pepper takes for that. Agave syrup. That gentleman right there. It is nice. I just make things up like all right. It smells good.
What's that, the IPA?
Syrup?
This is just all fun at this point.
I actually took the syrup. I got the light syrup. Maybe that's why it smells good. And I mixed it. Got some cold water, warmed it up, so it made it a little thin.
So, I poured a little bit foamy. Yeah, you know, just a second.
We're all Mid-State Brew Crew. We got some on a jockey box, we got some on front tabs, we got some in bottles. This is everything in a bottle, this is everything I have on picnic taps, and this is all on the jockey box, and some of that's on the jockey box. Great. Well, I'd like to try the oatmeal porter.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Belly up or?
Yeah, well, just tell us what you like.
Amanda, try the cider.
What's the problem with thumbs up? There it is.
Yeah. Would you go over and ask?
Actually, it's a wheat beer. I put ketone in the secondary, and I'm also pushing it through fresh pieces.
Would you go ask Mike if he's straight across over there? Would you go ask Mike about Alan Burke and if he knows if he's coming? We're here in Murfreesboro. We poured a little foamy. Sorry about that. Yeah, we started about 2006.
But it's very cold
I made my first meeting in October. I think they had one meeting before that.
There you go.
But we started in 2006. We meet once a month in Murfreesboro, but we have homebrewers from all over Rutherford County. I'm in Smyrna. Most people are somewhere. He's also Smyrna. We actually have members that have moved away. We actually have members that they still be like. We've got one member. He's Cottontown, Tennessee, up on the north side of town, Gallatin. Yeah, we got pretty much covered the pretty wide area, but we're central to Murfreesboro, Rutherford County.
And everybody
Yes, well, it's all members of the Mid-State Brew Crew. This one is American peach wheat run through a bunch of fresh chopped peaches in this stainless handle here.
That looks good. Is it good? Awesome. Thank you.
Give me half of what you get, Brad. You like Mountain Dew? No, it's just boring.
Now I gotta find. Would you grab my glass right there?
You know, they're filming a Cherry reality series shot today. Big Smoke.
Not yet.
Hey, we need a bunch of brewers here. She wants to take a picture for the paper.
Okay. This is all. Okay, this is all together, right?
We got lots of something. I do. Gotta tell you, it's very coffee forward.
How many can you get in? Nobody.
That would have been grand. This is a coffee stout. Very coffee forward. Will it keep you awake? It does. It tastes like you're drinking alcohol coffee, yeah. Just say the Mid-State Brew Crew, yeah. You can safely say that was an experiment that did not come out.
I don't know why I'm screwing that up.
You can have a touch of the apple cider.
Go for it. You're in it now.
Apple pie cider is reaching.
That's not here.
Tastes like apple pie. I'm putting them together, the coffee stout, the smoke stout, and the apple cider together earlier today. Pleasantly surprised. Try it for me. You try it? It's in a bar, if you order, it doesn't come out like it doesn't love. If you get like Angry Orchard and snake bite, it's got like that. Absolutely. Telling everybody, it's pretty coffee forward.
Like that email?
Is this yours?
Belgian wheat.
Ooh, that's good. Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that could be more than a while.
Little phone here.
Take some off the top of that and
I wrote it on there
we'll
one
fill right
time.
back up.
Apple pie cider? Yeah. Sorry.
Come on in.
apologize for that.
And it just smelled good. I was like, good. I tried it.
Really good about that stuff. So
Really surprised.
It gets
I drank the whole thing and I'm not happy.
he's going to hear an earful because he just called me like Friday to ask me whether or not we can find a way to get into our company and recruit him to recruit our IT department. So I think it's
You guys start with Wayne Johnson first. Wayne Johnson.
Okay. Very comfortable working. The apple cider is exactly what it is.
We have lots of beer, so the list you may or may not have everything on the list. We have lots of beer.
Better.
well, how about we try this hillbilly mountain brew? It's top of the list, so I'm going to...
That's this young man right here.
It's a Mountain Dew beer.
What's that?
Okay.
That's turning out to be
We have our
and it's
Easter.
the only one that was a full-on experiment gone wrong.
It's called National Homebrew Day, and basically simultaneously everywhere around the country,
Secondary or
I
actually did it
get together and brew, and there's like 3 or 4 recipes. Everybody
which
these shall rise.
really
Yeah, we
well.
all. There's probably a dozen or so of us that are getting together over at the president's house tomorrow, and we'll probably be brewing 10, 12. What was unthinkable? Beers. I don't like coffee. At his house, and then we hang out all day. And always a couple beers. When you get back around, I have an English mild that's on tap 2 here, and my IPA is on tap 3. This beer for my beers. And I help brew the one going, that's my metal contraption down there on the end with the hose coming out of it. But Benton brewed the beer. It's American wheat, and we pack that thing full of fresh cut peaches, and we're running the peach wheat through. It's a wheat beer. We're running the peach wheat beer through fresh cut peaches.
You know what? Let me try the IPA.
All right. You like hops? That's
He's hopping.
still 4 and 2 coming.
You like golf?
Yes.
Good. We're going forward.
I always
Still
like our beer,
on.
so
There you go.
if you get on.
Really good.
Is he more beer?
What do you think of the Mountain Dew? It's different.
It's not as different as the tool shift. That's
That's very unique. That's a little funky wild yeast going on. He does some good stuff though.
I don't have a straw.
What's that?
Yes, sir. How about
While I certainly enjoy serving my product to everybody else, I also stand around here and drinking off my product.
what was the line me and my brother said if we opened a brewery, we're going to steal our ice cream slogan. We drink what we can, we sell the rest. That is really good. I got to try this page that's going through this.
I think I'll try some OCD.
My IPA. Pouring a little Tony off the box.
Marley.
It's very good, Jason.
Sit top it off.
All right.
I really like
How's everything working over there?
Everything's coming out.
There you go.
Belgium. Can you pull that one? Thank you, sir. There you go.
We'll try this page. Let's go with the fresh peaches.
Yeah.
Leave it to a child and rest of it here.
He named it basically. Well, I'm a smidge of a big Tennessee fan, so it works on two levels.
It's good. Really.
I can smell it. I don't drink it.
Good woman though. Good.
It's really good.
No, I meant, thank you. But I meant it's good at murder.
Oh, she's medicated for our protection.
For your safety.
For your safety.
Medicine doesn't like beer.
So,
It makes me sick.
This year was plenty of those that will do that.
that's, we give her, we make it up to her. We get cheese plates.
Farley, oatmeal porter. Stout, cider, hops and peach. Draw the black IPA.
Yeah, that was good. The cool shit. Hey, Ryan. Ryan's cool shit.
Already had it.
Might go pro one day.
Tell him it's going to be that because I got a bottle inside you.
Alright, we got a peach beer that's going through, fresh peaches, apple pie cider, vanilla, coffee porter, and then these numbered ones are on the jockey box there. Okay.
I wish I could figure out why mine stuff's not.
Like the stout? Yeah. I guess that's a 2/3.
Close enough.
Yeah, that's I don't know where. Oh, over there, guy in the red shirt over there. Who heard that? Yeah.
The coffee one, the big,
Yeah.
big coffee.
Yeah.
Not so coffee. Coffee with a little beer.
And that's actually mellowed out. I had it the other night, and it was like drinking cold coffee, like straight up. And now the vanilla's starting to come through. It's pretty nice.
Hey,
Go.
how are you guys doing?
Great, how are you?
Can I get the pretty round brown?
Murfreesboro, we have our, it's just a homebrew club. And we meet
Yeah, it'll be on the
at
phone.
Liquid
Sorry
Smoke
about that.
So, I see you're
first Saturday every month.
We're homebrew.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Overflow.
Yeah, just a bunch of us volunteered to bring a keg or 2 or 3 of our beers.
See if I can. Yeah, there you go. Little dog bucket action there. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're a homebrew club in
You can
Murfreesboro,
look us up on
County,
Facebook.
Smyrna,
It's just
Rockvale,
Mid-State
Christiana, all that.
And then you join there, and then we'll have our
We meet
announcements
once a
about
month.
when
We have
meet,
other functions
stuff
like this
that.
that we do
redos or anything like that. So. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, it's fun. Can't decide? These are.
What's the story with Simcoe?
You don't like dark beer?
I know Simcoe's a hot, but I
Okay.
don't know what
This one is a peach wheat beer, and it's got fresh peaches in here, and they run the beer through there, so it picks up the fresh peach flavor and aroma. Apple pie cider. What would you like?
the flavor of the pepper is no burn.
Pretty round brown.
Okay, that's over here. Pretty brown round. Or pretty brown brown. Say that 5 times fast.
Get the foam in.
Oh, thanks, bud.
It'll settle.
I'm kind of patient.
Kind of patient. Yeah, that smells like it's going to melt your face off.
Maybe the car.
Cider sounds interesting. Maybe I'm just a small shop.
If you don't say so yourself.
It smells like apple pie.
mood for, we probably got something.
Let's go with Hillbilly Mountain to get started.
That's just
fresh cut peaches right now.
well, this won't have much sugar.
How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. What's the problem? Take my damn time. Yeah.
No sugar, no caffeine.
Oh, you put 5 of them. I'm like, you only got one left.
Can I get one of the quarter? Thank you.
Got it.
Is that yours as well?
I made all these. Several people made all these and all those. And yeah, we all made all. Yeah, we made them at the house.
How are you, young lady?
I'm good, how are you?
Not bad at all.
I think the ones made
My wife
it tastes better because of water.
wandering somewhere.
You have the bitter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, number 2.
Do you really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
The Metro Airport.
Oh, okay.
It runs off
Who has the
that
opening
boulevard,
bitter?
runs into Hank.
Well,
well,
let me show you my,
this guy right here.
my hanger lane has a different meaning. That's my car. Hanger lane, I'm a motorcyclist. Is my main car. And there is, if you're familiar with the Ace Cafe and the Cafe Racers.
So if you like these, where can you get them?
They used to race from the East Cafe to the roundabout.
Yeah, they're all home brews. You can get to know the brewer or possibly make your own.
I was kind of tying in my motorcycle. Yeah.
Where's your glass?
Good
What do you want, Chuck?
But I'm glad to know there's a hanger
Light to dark, I guess.
This is Jason's recipe of the apple pie cider.
I'm sorry.
Hi there, Jason. How are you?
Got interrupted.
I love it. I just can't drink it fast enough.
Jason.
Yeah, pretty much. Free up the cake.
Lovely. Let me see if I can spot it.
You're first. I would like to try your bitter.
I don't have the bitter. The bitter is actually his.
You have the English mouth, right?
Mine's the mild and the IPA. 2 and 3 are mine. 1 is this gentleman's right here.
His was a bitter and mine was the best bitter.
Best
Mine's not bitter.
Better bitter.
The best special.
So we're going to start you with which one? The mild?
What would you recommend?
We'll start you with the mild.
Show me the taste. How that works.
It was the easiest thing I've ever made in my life.
Pouring slightly foamy, so it'll take a second to settle there.
Quite alright. Quite alright.
I made it.
So apparently the ShakesBeer is starting.
I made that. I think I made it.
Okay. Yeah, I saw
I was
them all.
pregnant and I wanted to be ready by the time she had the baby.
This is a Belgian wit beer. That is our club president, Michael Semich's.
How many people are actually representing
Active fermentation.
We have probably 16 people here, probably 16, 17, 18 different beers. We have probably 40 or 50 really active members and probably 200 semi-active members.
Karen was telling me about it. I'm like, Jessica and I need
That's,
to go.
I thought it was a halfway house. I'm serious. I had no idea.
that's actually one of our club members who started that, Joe Minter and his wife, Kimberly.
apple cider, and the other one, the lightest other than that, is the peach wheat. It's being infused with fresh peaches right now.
Okay. I'm getting my fruit. Raspberry and then.
What's your favorite?
Actually, I don't know what all.
Smoked stuff?
Yeah, there's not much more flavor than yours.
Now, what'd you like?
Do you like dark beers?
There you go.
I'll try it.
Well, you want to go from light to dark, or
You guys are the professionals.
we'll start with light.
Handle it.
The mocha style.
Start with the Belgian wit.
Okay.
It's about the lightest beer we've got.
Wonderful.
Greg, you're really giving away, bro.
It'll calm down.
Here's to that. Pour yourself a shot.
Now it's got fresh oranges and coriander in it, so it's got a sort of springy sort of flavor to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like
And I wasn't looking, and you got a full list.
Right, man. I'm okay with that. And
How we doing?
Oatmeal porter. We can do that. Enjoy. What'd you like? Okay.
What's the pretty red brown?
It's an American brown ale. A little bit hoppy.
I'll try it.
Oh, hoppy. Not. Try it.
I'll try it.
There's a little bit. Give it a shot. Let it calm down for a second. Then just
Yes.
How we doing?
Yeah, I'm not super happy.
It's not super hoppy. It's like pale ale hoppy, but a lot of malt to go with it. So it's a pretty good balance. Yeah.
You are?
What do you think?
Best bidder?
Best bidder or English mile?
It's right over here. We'll get it for you.
English mile. Yeah, I'll do English mile.
English mile. English mile.
No, look, my IPA smells like
I know that it sounds really ridiculous. English
You know, I was in college too.
Thank you.
So. No, it's got coriander and sweet orange and bitter orange.
Came over here like
Very Belgian. What do you think about it?
stranger.
how are you, girl?
Yeah, it was
I like
nice.
this.
Clearly, I didn't read the post.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's about this.
Something between burning garbage and stunk, right? Is that yours? Yeah. Drink the top off it.
Can I try the Mopa?
Which one? What number is that?
3.
3.
Mopa.
Enjoy.
What does the 80 IBU mean?
That means that's a measure of how much hops in there. IBU means International Bittering Units, and so the higher the number, the hoppier it is.
So this is going to be really hot.
Nah, it's not that hoppy.
I can see the cat.
No, I'm a
Compared to
little.
the English mild, I mean,
Compared to the English mile, it's hoppier.
I like hot.
It's not that hoppy.
Just look like I can sit there all
It's not that hoppy. It's good. I like it.
I'm gonna do the pretty round brand. Is that really hoppy?
No, it's really balanced. I'll say that it's my wife's beer. So.
This is really good.
Where are you guys at?
This is 7.1.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's for a little foamy. Take the top off of that and I'll fill her back up.
shifting southern morning roots.
Yeah. This one, it smells like it's going to knock your tongue off. You barely taste it. It came out great. It's really easy drinking beer.
There you go.
Yes, please.
I have a almost 3-year-old and a 9-week-old.
So you know what that's for.
Quick mixtape.
Come back and get all two.
One more. Thank you.
That little thing right there has a bunch of pieces in it.
What would you like? Sure.
Doing very well. Thank you. Mountain Dew. Is there Mountain Dew ale?
Yeah.
You got Mountain Dew ours brew.
Yeah. And they've been drinking the shit out of it.
Of course they have.
I've been loving trying it since a while ago. He goes, oh, it's pretty good. I was like, all right, Dad.
What's up, brother?
Hello. That's right.
Ryan? Hey, Seagull.
Try the Belgian whip. Appreciate it.
I want to know what it's going to taste like.
I just tried this one.
No, I want to know what you think about it.
Belgian whip.
I'm pushing up to the fresh cut.
Nice color.
Right now, so it's kind of getting infused with more.
It's not supposed to be clear. It should be murky. Yeah, it's a little bit.
No, I like the color.
You like Coke?
But that's the best I've made so far.
It's a lot cheaper than buying Cougar.
Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah, nice summer ale.
It's going to be, I think Cool Springs Brewery is going to do it. They took a sample and really like it, so.
Right?
He asked me to make a few little changes in it, so we'll see.
You're not going to drive all the way to Franklin.
I've actually got a deal. They take off. They're going to bring it to
Are you? I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
And Joseph Member was involved in that. Dragon. He didn't like the Mountain Dew beer, but I told him that
So you do beer?
if I get that Mountain Dew beer, and I get a keg out,
I'll start with the
We can do that.
Go back to that later. I'll probably end up washing
I've got a little 2.5-gallon keg, take that off. Fill that up and bring it over to Green Dragon. We'll have one night.
Enjoy yourself.
One night, yeah.
Oh, kind of like a Randall.
It's exactly kind of like that. That's a hot rocket, but we're using it for brew. But it had a mild peach taste to it. Almost wish you could taste it beforehand and then after.
You may not.
That's making it
You'll
very
think
nice
it's
difference.
real beer.
I may not say that there's something a little bit wrong.
Yes.
I can handle that. That's cool.
Problem is it's not taking out the sweetness though. Like peach.
Right.
It's only got the flavor.
So what do you want? And what did you guys bring?
Yeah, but I've never really tried brew before, so this is
Worth a try. No, it's not bad.
my first brew and my first cider. It's
Oh, I'll definitely be
long from my first stout.
I don't know how to get more sugar taste or fruitier taste in a beer, but
So you want to just have a flavor, or you want to go for the tour?
well, it's got good flavor. A little more sweetness, and I think you're there.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
All right.
That's funny.
Uh-oh. That is kind of
Ay, caramba. It's mine. Thomas beer. And it's a Belgian wit, so it should be highly carb. It's got sweet orange, bitter orange, coriander, Belgian wit yeast, lanine. And from there, you can work your way down into the stout and extraordinarily hoppy.
Oh, beer.
Beer?
We got lots
We got
of
beer.
Cheers. You got
I
some.
see you everywhere.
I know, I'm Scott.
Mike.
We had a conversation over at Three Brothers Old Place one day.
Oh yeah.
I'll be at your thing tomorrow probably.
Good.
Once
Oh, good.
I got some things going on the early
yeah.
day, but I'm gonna try to make it
Make
basically in my neighborhood. So
Yeah,
it's
you're
stupid
right
for me
around
not
the
to
corner,
come. I can like walk backwards in 5 minutes and get there.
That's kind of perfect.
I know. I'm not gonna try to walk backwards. I hurt myself.
Well, I've seen people do that at my house.
Imagine walking backwards by the time you leave.
It's not pretty.
Yes.
But yeah, if you show up at 5 o'clock, you might end up walking backwards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of town.
My rule is no drinking until I'm chilling, but I'm gonna start brewing at 6. So yeah,
You told me 7 hours.
I don't want you there in the beginning.
Holy shit.
I want to be there before everybody else.
I'm not gonna be wearing pants until 7:30. This is known.
Damn it, man. So
I told
so
you
what are
I'm
you
not gonna
brewing
wear
at
pants
6?
after 7:30.
What am I brewing? The big brew. I'm doing the ShakesBeer.
Schwartz.
Yeah, I'm only doing 5 gallons. It's gonna be like nothing. You know, my minimum batch is normally 10 gallons. So brewing 5, I'm like, there's nothing in my mash tun. There's nothing going on here. I'm gonna be done with this in like.
We're working our way up. We just finished our. Well, we didn't finish it. It's fermenting now. It's our third brew, so it's good. Yep, we're working on it.
I'm gonna have both of my fermenters full of lagers for the first time ever. I'm gonna have 20 gallons of lager.
Lager, that's a hard brew.
It's a little bit more difficult, but you make it in May and you drink it in October. But it doesn't have to stay in the fridge the whole time. You let it ferment out, you put it into a keg, you throw it in the kegerator, and then you just let it sit for 4 months. And then you start drinking it. And it's
Damn
fun.
it, you gotta like encompass a kegerator for 4 months. That's
why you get a big kegerator.
A big
I can put
kegerator.
8 kegs in my kegerator.
We're working on it.
Well, come on over tomorrow.
I'm definitely planning on coming for sure. So let's see, what should I try? Okay, okay, let me do the best bitter. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I got three other guys that we're brewing with, and I wish they could have came tonight. Your beers? No?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Which one?
Belgian wit.
Belgian wit? Sweet.
What's up, brother? I'm good. Just the other day when I came through your house, we weren't there birthdays. Hey, I'm trying to sit on my birthday.
And my wife's is right next door. It's her American Brown Ale.
Congratulations.
Try that.
She makes a really good one. She's been dialing this thing in for like 2.5 years.
I definitely want some smoky stuff. I could use some caffeine.
He just likes to watch us mess around and make a mess of the kitchen.
Well, I do mine outside.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is our third beer.
Well, what's turned around is instead of brewing in the kitchen, now what I do, I've got all the gear outside. When I'm making jam or doing anything to can with, I use my beer gear to boil stuff. So if I'm making a huge batch of strawberry jam, I'll boil it outside. If I'm cooking bacon, I'll cook it outside on the beer burner.
So you don't make a mess.
You don't make a mess.
I think you came out
Close it out.
on 6.
how's going on? I'll do your job.
Alright, I haven't tried the oatmeal porter yet. Let's try that.
Right there, and that's this one. The hoppy. It's a mosaic IPA. Let me try that mosaic there you got. IPA. Thank you, sir.
Probably just a shot. Probably just a shot.
Cider.
I've tried much beer. Not hoppy, huh?
He's happy.
We've got one for everybody here, you know. What do you think about Belgian beer? Do you like oranges?
Any of the pale ales that you've ever gotten that I've tasted,
Not beer fruit. Belgian wit. Belgian wit. It's a wheat beer.
Okay.
Not hoppy at all.
I don't
But
mind.
it's got a lot of other flavors.
I try to stay away from that beer fast. I appreciate it. I guess I should have just asked.
Person wants to purchase some of this. Where do we go to get it?
We can't sell it. You make it at home.
So we got to come to you direct.
Well, no, we just gotta come to our meetings and have some.
Brew crew meeting.
It's the only way you can get it.
how do you do that?
What?
So how does he
Does
do
that
that?
actually? It doesn't have an
Show up.
actual
There's no membership dues. There's no sign
Where
up.
does he show up to? I guess that's what I'm trying to get
The
to.
first Saturday of every month at Lippy Smoke on the square, or find us on Facebook. Look for Mid-State Brew Crew.
He's
Yeah, but that was more of a. I try to stay away from the heavier ones.
Well, that's where we've had our meetings for about 6 years. So feel free to show up, even if you don't have any homebrew yet, but you're just interested. Come on down and show up. Have a good time. Yeah. And then join up on the group. We have, like, we're having a huge event tomorrow where a bunch of us are getting together and brewing at the same time in the same place. So you're going to see 15 different people brew on 15 different brewing systems making beer. Tomorrow's Big Brew Day. Yeah.
Where's that going to happen? Downtown?
My house.
So you basically teach people how to do the craft beer.
We don't teach them, we help them be better.
I taught him. Didn't teach him anything.
You come to it with an idea of, I want to brew. And we have a lot of people coming to it with, I am brewing, I want to be better. Or I want a good, honest opinion on what I'm making. And so you show up, we're there to help everybody else. None of us are making any money at this. And you don't ever save money. If you think you're going to save money by brewing your own beer, you're wrong. You're going to spend your money on gear and better beer. And then you got your own to drink, and you don't want to spend money on beer. So that kind of helps.
Appreciate that. I'll have to come down and check it out.
Yeah, come on down and check it out. You'll have a great time. You need a beer. I do. What'd you like? Mo. Where's that picture?
And I'm not going to have it for pictures anymore.
Maybe the Discovery Center for realism. Some kid's gonna find somebody passed out in the bushes. Hey, Discovery Center.
Hey guys, what's up?
By recommendation, I gotta try the apple pie cider.
Award-winning American brand.
It's not the same. I was worried about that.
Another fine event.
Great, I showed up and
beer with mine?
I had your beer, beach beer. I haven't had your other stuff.
You had the beach beer? I didn't realize you had the beach beer. I was just kidding.
Yeah, you gave me the beach beer, yeah.
You gotta let it settle down a little bit.
Oh, man. The color, I like that color.
Or I was just giving you hell, calm down.
Oh, man. You got to be fruit beer out of it. That's a good job. Have you had this raspberry whipped?
No, I have not. Been all over the place.
You good?
Yeah.
So what cider has the tab, peach obviously has peach.
I got the HS2.
I'm looking at you, looking at me, looking at you.
Right here on the end with the bottle. Hello, hello. You like fruit? You like peaches?
Yeah.
This is an American wheat with peaches, and then this is packed with fresh sliced peaches, and we're running it through that.
Wow. That's really good.
We also have a Belgian wit beer, which is nice and light, crisp, and interesting. Right here. Hello again. Yeah. They're labeled. That one's got a tab on it, and that one's dark as night. Well, it is not me that made this batch. It is my recipe that somebody else in the club decided to try. So.
Oh, that's yours. But the rest aren't?
That just took second in the national homebrew. That recipe took second in the national homebrew competition for our region. So. We're called the Mid-State Brew Crew. We're a homebrew club here in Rutherford County. Probably 30 or 40 really active members and another 200 kind of less active members. But yeah, been around since about 2006. Meet once, twice a month. No, that is in the recipe, but that's Benton's. He made this particular batch.
My dad brews hard cider.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah. We grow our own apple sport though. It's about 22 varieties. It's a good one, but it's a little bit more like yours is sweeter.
Now, where is this? Here in this area?
North of Nashville a little bit, Goodlettsville.
Oh, yeah, I moved down here from Goodlettsville, so
He's
really.
just kind of a one-man thing. I mean, he just does it because he's a hard worker.
That's my dream. I love cider. Right now, I probably have 40 gallons of cider going at the house. I won first in the National Homebrew Competition with my cranberry pomegranate cider.
Oh, I bet that was amazing.
And that one's really dry and tart. And then I had a version of this, my apple pie cider, that took second. I also do a tart cherry, and I do a my wife, her favorite is a peach cider that I do. So that's my dream is to actually have a decent amount of real apples that I don't have to rely on buying commercial. See, I buy anything I can get my hands on and try it, and I blend everything together to try to get something to, so it's not one-dimensional. And so, exactly. Yeah, so I try to buy as many commercial varieties as I can so I can blend that, and then I mess around with the acid level and the tannin level and things like that too. It's a lot like making wine.
Yeah, I think his tastes a lot more like champagne than anything, actually. It's more funky than this. It has like more sediment, But it's like first he makes just a regular cider from his apples. He has a cider press that's built with that. Then he makes it burn. But it's got like, I don't know, 15, 20 varieties. And he grows a lot of them, but he also gets them from his friends who grow apples. So none of them are commercial, but they're all,
How much land does he have?
We only have about 27 acres, and most of that is a hill. We only have like 7 or 8 apple trees, but from his friends he gets a bunch.
How many?
He doesn't produce a whole lot. I mean, we sell some, but mostly just to
out of that 7 or so acres worth of planted, worth of orchard. Do you know how many gallons or how many pounds of apples he's getting on an average year?
No, I probably should, but I can find out and tell you.
Oh, that'd be. Actually, I've got to fix the email address, but.
Do you know Mark Forrester?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know Mark quite well.
He taught my dad how to do some of the brewing, like way back in the day.
Good people.
He's crazy, but he's awesome. So he and my dad started doing like perry together and like some of the mead. My dad's favorite.
See, I'm also a mead maker. That's one of my other.
I like that too, but I don't know. It's good, but it's a little like I don't know what it is.
And I tend towards the sweeter meads. I like my ciders dry and my meads sweeter. But
do you put like wine sap in your cider and stuff? Like that's a really good cider apple. Or like Johnny Gold.
No, I have not. I haven't really.
He's kind of obsessed with apples. He like reads books about like all the heritage apples.
Yeah.
I gotta think. I know like wine sap is in a lot of ours. And then of course he's got spring apples and fall apples. So he makes different batches. Every batch is a little different. That's what's hard, I guess, like for selling.
A lot of people I've heard take, to give some dimension to just regular old, American sweet eating apples, they'll take some crab apples and put that into the blend to give some acidity, to give some depth,
yeah, it's more rich of a
character.
taste.
Yeah.
Usually, I think most of ours are technically probably like cooking apples. But some
Well, I mean, cooking apples and cider apples are very different from eating apples, from regular old sweet, bite into it, like the gala that I had for lunch today was, not necessarily a good cider apple. So.
Well, I have to tell him. I'll see if I can have it. He has email now. He's very old school. He doesn't like to email, but maybe I can get him to tell you about the apple production. Because I know it's not.
We have one of our club members who's not here tonight, whose father has a very old antique press. His family's been making wine for many years. But this year he said basically if I can get a hold of the fruit, be it pears, be it apples, whatever, we'll go grind and press it on his large, because it's a lot bigger than the little small presses that you can buy for home wine making. There's small little presses. This is like almost on a trailer. It's a pretty good size. Yeah.
You can make like several gallons of cider, pressing.
They pressed, I think it was about 10 or 20 gallons of pear on it last year. So. What's that?
Have you had cherry Wozniak?
No.
It's really strong, and I think of it because it's like another homebrew thing that Mark did, but it's basically almost like if you soaked a bunch of cherries in vodka forever. It's like the strongest thing I've ever had, probably. But it's really good if you like cherries, but it's like on fire.
Wow.
It's good.
Well, there is Short Mountain over here if you want to go hit the hard stuff for a minute.
Have you tried making wine yet? Or is that what you're gonna do?
I've never been too much into wine. I've done one or two. I've done an apple wine, the German apple wine. I've done like one or two batches, and it's just not as interesting to me as the beer and the cider. I mean, something to drink? Bye. Thank you. What was your name, by the way?
I'll give you my card.
Great. Yeah, that'd be great. Josh? There you are, sir. A little foamy. Sorry about that. Take a second to settle down there. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you. That is Benton Hodge. He's in a red shirt somewhere around here. He used my recipe and made a batch himself. So.
Okay, so it's your recipe.
Yep.
And that's, you know what, that's good enough.
Is that enough?
Yeah, thank
okay.
you.
Wait, sure. That one is basically, you basically make a cider. You don't really add a lot to it when you're making it, but when it's finished, you back sweeten it with a little bit more apple to get some of the apple character back. When you ferment apple juice or apple cider, it's the process of fermentation strips a lot of the apple character out, the flavor. So you add a little apple back, but you also make you basically make a caramel syrup out of brown sugar and water and put some cinnamon in it. And you cook that down a little bit and you add that back to it when you keg it up and condition it, get it ready to bottle or whatever. So you ferment it pretty dry and then you back sweeten it with the caramel syrup and cinnamon and a little bit more apple to get some of the apple flavor back.
Yeah, that's really good. Probably the best cider I've had.
That particular recipe, the batch that I made, took second in the national homebrew competition for our region, and I have a cranberry pomegranate cider I made that took first. So I got first and second in our region for ciders, and several people in the club have done this recipe that I put on our club webpage, basically. So a lot of people have tried it.
Can I get like a snake bite on the cider and stout?
Oh yes. Man after my own heart.
Someone else recommended it. I had to
This stout is a little bit on the coffee side.
Yeah,
so,
I tried it. It's
yeah.
pretty good. Thank you.
Okay. There you go.
That is really good.
We'll have to say so we have it clockwise. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, now I've got to do it. Snake bite, cider and stout.
Simcoe, yes, all Simcoe.
Can I get some right now? I don't like it. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, I've had many Simcoe the Mountain years.
What do we have, sorry?
It was from somewhere.
Okay.
Else.
What can we get you now?
Can I do the apple cider and the...
snake legs are freaking awesome. What can we get you, good sir?
Oatmeal porter.
Oatmeal porter?
Smells like
That's the peach. And that's packed full of fresh sliced peaches, yeah. When they don't pour for a minute, they get foamy.
Did you get to walk around, Jason? Did you get to walk around, Jason?
What's your best dark?
We've got an oatmeal porter. We've got a very coffee stout.
Not a big coffee.
Okay, let's give you the oatmeal porter.
Oatmeal porter sounds great.
We also have a hoppy brown as well. That's
You made it finally. And what's the best bitter?
that is his beer. It's an English style beer, and it's kind of a mild brown, but it's got a little bit more hop bitterness to it.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Mark, how are you?
How are you, man?
Oh, excellent.
Good to see you. Your recommendation. You know me, I like everything.
What's the beer flowing through the peach?
You know what? I'm gonna do this first. You like fruited stuff and fruit?
I do. Is it soury, zesty?
No.
Or is it just, okay.
This is an American peach wheat, and then Ben Hodge brewed the beer, and this is I brought this Randall for him, and we packed it full of fresh sliced peaches.
I just smell it the whole time, and then another one for her, whatever. Some other.
We're gonna do the oatmeal porter for her, and you'll have to come back around for the next round.
Yes, we will. Good to see you.
You want it all.
The cider is right here.
We got fruity. This is an American wheat that had peaches added to the fermentation chamber, and this is packed with fresh sliced peaches, and we're running the beer through the fresh peaches as we serve it. I'll give you a little half pour and let you try it. put a bunch of fresh raspberries in secondary?
And I skipped the orange juice on the big, so I didn't want to mix my fruit.
Yeah, overpower.
But I did use 1 ounce of fresh molasses. I didn't want to skip one. Alright, I haven't made it to this side yet.
Well, we got all kinds of stuff.
I'm an ale man first and foremost.
They're pretty much all ales.
What is it? Raspberry whip.
We've got about a dozen or 16 different beers over here, so
Now let me take the second test because the first one washes out all the other
there you go.
heavy flavors. What other flavors do y'all have in there?
Well, if you want to stay fruity, we have a American wheat on peaches, and then we ran this through. There's fresh peaches chopped up in here. We also have an apple pie cider that's cinnamon and caramel and apple cider. We have a coffee stout, Java stout, mocha stout. We have a Belgian wit beer, a American brown ale, an oatmeal porter, an IPA, that's a nice hoppy IPA, an English mild, and an English best bitter.
I know which ones I'm going to have to get. I've heard this one, the American one, and then our last 2 English ones. I mean, I'm pointing them out so I remember them to myself.
Exactly.
I know you're not going to remember them. I'm going to make it back and get to
You might be surprised what I'll remember.
All right.
I've only had a couple of beers tonight. So.
I beat you by a little bit.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Teachers know how to drink.
Lapsed Catholics know how to drink as well.
Let's try this one first.
I'll give you a little short pours here so you can try more.
There we go.
What can we get you, good sir? Oh, it's called Mo PA. It's an IPA, a very hoppy American IPA, but it was made with Maris Otter, an English malt. We're pouring a little foamy here, so I want to be creative and.
There were like 1,000 beers here.
There we go. Now, that'll settle out a little bit there. Pour a little bit more here. Somehow it's just, for whatever reason, it's pouring really foamy out of this tap.
You've been pouring my beer. I can step in and pour my beer. It doesn't matter.
I'm just sitting down right now.
It's IPA with Major Maris Otter. Dry hop with Citra, Columbus, and Centennial with the oil.
Pre-round brown.
About 80 IBUs. Oop, sorry about that. Make a mess there. I did first wort hopping, so it was 70-minute edition basically, and then 20, 15, 10, 5, and flame out, and then dry hop. I load them up.
That's your coffee stout.
I know I had one earlier that was really good.
in our garage. We all made all this in our garage. This whole
Well done. We're all homebrewers. Yeah, this is my second coffee with you guys. It's good. The first one's good. So IPA. That is number 3. My MOPA. Maris Otter is the main grain in it. It's an English grain, but I used American hops. So I loaded it up with about 80 IBUs of American hops.
Smells wonderful.
It's just pouring very foamy out of the tap, so I've got to put it in the pitcher and then pour from that. It's the best way. It was poured 5 and home limit. It was also one person came up and I talked to him about it and I mixed the stuff and
We did that with my husband.
they sent about 4 or 5 people over here after she tried it.
Yeah, it's good. Just not much of a job. Can't handle my coffee.
I don't like coffee at all. I made it.
This
Like, what? Did I pour
do something, find a way to get it. That would be
I'll make it for you.
You will? Okay, I will do that.
We can work that out. All the stuff I used to make it, I'm gonna make it for free. You want to buy me a 6-pack of beer just to say thanks or whatever?
Your cider mixed with your stout is fucking awesome.
It's great.
Thank you, sir.
I had like an 18-ounce glass of this afternoon because I was trying to separate it to make it look pretty. Right. It looked pretty, and I tasted it. And you tried it. It's good. You got it.
No problem.
Added is vitamin C. Can't have any other preservatives, nothing.
Sorry.
I already have that at home.
It says here it's raspberry.
Oh, mine won't even have a raspberry. He's got a raspberry.
That's the worst thing ever. It really is. I wish they.
We used to have gold.
Snake bite. What's it like?
What? I don't know. What do I Belgium. What's your brewing name? What's your brewery?
We're a bunch of homebrewers.
No, but do you have your separate name? You're the only one. He's the president and he's the only
anybody yet.
I was going to get you out there.
Cheers.
I was going to put you on Untapped.
That's a happy damn accident right there.
That doesn't suck.
No, it doesn't.
Is that a snake bite?
Yeah.
I had one. Good. Someone else